Hey, FlimsyLunchTray here, and welcome to a special edition video. Today, we're going to be looking at memes of 2021 from World of Warships. Some of these do stand against the test of time, that they are rather meme-worthy in a year. For example, this one. So, this is a showing of some of my favorite memes over 2021 that I've collected. So I'll go through and give kind of, I guess, my reaction. You can feel free to screenshot these and use these to share with your friends, your grandmates, however you wish. So yeah, there's going to be some really realistic ones, and then there's going to be some pretty historical ones in here. So I'll try to remember some of the historical context for some of these memes because it's hard to keep track. You know, Wargaming did a lot in 2021. Not all entirely bad. They did a few good things, but gotta give them credit where credit's due. So, hello. Me, capture a point alone, 90% captured teammates. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I always try to get on the cap, like, just before it's about to be taken. Like, let's say I'm a cruiser battleship from behind, you know, and you want a little bit of that, you know, extra base XP. Guilty as charged. I'll totally hop right on there. Oh, yeah, this one's pretty good. Update 10.1. Oh yeah, this is when they took out, Alaska, Georgia, yeah, and Small and Thunder, Massachusetts. And then they're like, we're going to keep these ships out for a long time because of their popularity and battle performance. In order to maintain the diversity of team compositions at proper level, they will be removed for an undefined time, but maybe turn in the future. And then it was, I don't even remember when, because it just says today here. But I'm trying to remember. It wasn't very long after this. They just busted these ships back out. Because this was in, I think that's supposed to be November 12th? Or it's December 11th, maybe. I'm in Norway, so in Norway or Europe, maybe, it's date, month, year. In US, we do month, date, year. So I always get confused. So it's either in November or December. And then it was like, I think in part of the new year, they brought the ships back like instantly. So that was pretty amusing. Oh, yes, the commander rework 0.10.0. This is a pretty good meme. I don't know who did this, but they did a really good job directing the eyesight to the noose and putting that in. Oh, Happy New Year, by the way. Hope your start of your 22 has been good. So figured we'd do it with laughs. Remove Deadeye from World of Warships. Remove Deadeye from World of Warships. Buff CVs. You have to be very specific in trying to get feedback to Wargaming. But we all know that doesn't even work sometimes. I hate this game. I love this game. Gamers. Yeah. I mean, overall, I really enjoy the game, World of Warships. It's more just wargaming I dislike at times. Cyclone exists. Brawlers. It's showtime. Yes. And is this ship like FDG? It's got the 2 barrels? Because I was playing on Mountain Range last year. Like 3 weeks ago in FDG. And there was a cyclone that hit, and I finally got to use FDG to her full potential. I took out like 4 enemy ships. It was epic. So when you don't have cyclone, FDG is the struggle. So this is from, yesterday, this video, I did the meme compilation World of Warships 2021. And I had been asked to do a remake of this video. So this is a clip from a video I did of the Commander Rework. I did a meme compilation of the Commander Rework 10.0. Still when I was kind of newer to making meme videos. So I think this got shared around or something, but from the video. But I laugh because of this. I did this video before Flamu got kicked from the CC program. And I'm trying to remember, was that in March? I think he got kicked from the CC program. And I did this, it would have been, end of January, February? So, yeah, that was a good old one. Toxic gamers when they die in a game. Good relation with your mother I have. See, I don't know. I'm not about that. Like, if I die, like, GG, you killed me. I may be upset sometimes when I die, but it's usually by my own hand. I did a poor move or gamer turn or something like that. So I'm not gonna lash out to people who kill me. Uh, CVs, it's a different story. Oh, do you guys remember this? Or if you were new, I will give you context. So World of Warships shared this above. This was a video. You can kind of see the timestamp. Um, every year, World of Warships does April Fool's joke, and however, they did this on like the end of March, like 2 3 days before April 1st, and it was like this icy fortress. I don't even know how to pronounce this ship's name, Habakkuk, and this ship was insanely huge. I mean, you can see it's basically bombers are your plane, and they're like, this ship's going to be available for doubloons. You can purchase it in the game. The dimension of this ship were ridiculous, like super long. I mean, that's a bomber plane basically flying off, and this is how wide this deck is. I mean, it's massive, and so there was a lot of confusion in the community. This guy, Wargaming, has been releasing so many ridiculous paper ships lately that I couldn't even tell if it was an April Fool's joke until I read the comments. It's like, no, he's got a point. So I don't know this next picture if it's like accurate to scale, but I'm like pretty sure it is. Like, so someone went ahead and like made this image. Can you imagine? Like, I mean, I don't even know what this ship is. Does he have a Yamato? I'm guessing I don't know. That's Tupero. So someone was trying to do this for the memes and lulz. So, but that was funny because it was like, wait, is Wargaming being serious? Like, we know how much they love to quote historical accuracy, like when they nerfed Polio Emilio's AA guns because historical purposes. And it was like, even now it's just crap AA. Where they could have used like any other things, because Wargaming likes to go between, well, historically accurate, we nerf this ship because of this, or buff this ship because of this. And then other times we're like, what are you talking about? Realism. Realism argument doesn't work here in World of Warships. This is a video game. So it goes back between those two a lot. The only thing still missing in protecting Wargaming precious CVs is to give us negative XP when shooting and sinking them. Change my mind. Oh my. Random battles. You. Yeah, there'd be some carries. Some carries sometimes. Oh, let's see. We have a tweet here from Flamu. The Napoli follows Wargaming's recent design pattern. Nerf all secondaries in the game, then introduce a new paper ship, new super accurate secondaries on premiums. Create a problem, sell a solution, and people wonder why there's so much dislike towards the company lately. So this was back in April. Yeah, so I was kind of salty when I read this on the Napoli. Because they had this tagline in here. This was right after the Commander rework, right? Shortly after. And people were still really salty about the Commander rework. I didn't give Wargaming money for a long time after 10.0. Their accuracy has been improved. Now the secondary battery of Napoli will be more accurate than that of any other ship in the game. I mean, now what we have like Schlieffen. I don't know if Napoli is actually still the most accurate secondary ship in the game. But it was a huge selling point for them, for Wargaming. So I don't know if you know of another ship that's already has accuracy, secondaries are more accurate than Napoli. Let me know in the comments. Kong fans after buying him for doubloons wear voice lines. Oh my gosh, I was like, oh, it's so cool. When if you're new again, Wargaming did a Godzilla versus Kong when that movie came out. And so you could get King Kong on, what ship was that? Is that the North Carolina? Like it was a skin, and you could see Kong on the ship in port. And then Godzilla was that a Japanese battleship then? Something like that. And so like one of the selling points was like, these ships have unique voiceovers. Unique voice lines, and then like so basically when you do a quick command, it was just like rawr. Like it was so hard to even hear the voice lines, but it's like capture that bass, and it's just like rawr. Let's see. Oh, this looks like Wheel of Tanks. We hear your suggestions and we'll take them into consideration. Oh, Arthur. I did grow up watching a little bit of this, so ears up here on the cheeks. Guys, you all noob, where are you from? I just want to punch you all. Hey bro, chill. It's just a game. Yes, bro, we can still win this. Be calm, bro. We got this. To me, like when I see like this kind of response to maybe a player who's kind of ranting, and I see the other players like being mature like this, I'm like, that's good. It's good to know there's some mature players in World of Warships. You're a destroyer. I'm a destroyer. You spot and hunt other destroyers. I spot and hunt other destroyers. And get caps. And get caps. You spot, hunt destroyers, and get caps. I chase a carrier at the back of the map. Said every Shimakaze player ever. But the Polyomelios, not too bad at doing that. Alright, so what do we have down here? Super battleships. CV, HE cruisers, Shima's 20 km torps, Thunder Conqueror. Yeah, those are basically, what did they call that mode? Was it like during the summer where it was just the super battleships before they brought in like the Annapolis, the Kondo, the super cruisers, super destroyers, where it's just the Satsuma and the Hanover. I had fun in that game mode, and I was one of those players that often took Wooster and Minotaur. There were some times I got deleted. CV, Issei's. Issei, the hybrid tier 6 battleship / aircraft carrier. Yeah, that's pretty good. Sub, Yamato, surface ship, sub, dive, surface ship. Tom and Jerry, classic. Oh, you can't do this without this picture. Look at my pretty leg. Look at it. This is one of Jingle's cats. And it is not Akazuki. I can't remember what the name of the other cat right now. I have failed as a salt miner. But yeah, that's pretty funny to look at. This job has worked 0 days without a PR disaster. They go, I don't know, maybe a couple of weeks, and then, you know, happens again. Oh, Flamu again. Wow, how did you get like that? Every time I'm ignoring feedback, I do one push-up. Jesus Christ. Online team games be like, win, our victory. Lose, your fault. Preach. Like, how real is this meme? I have a battle to show you guys soon. It was on the NA server, and the Angry Turtle was on my team. I was in Fuso, and I got a Kraken Unleashed in that game. But Angry Turtle was on my game, and we didn't lose, but he was, the first 2 minutes of the game was saying, you know, telling the enemy team to enjoy their victory. So you'll see that game soon. Wargaming, not listening to community feedback. First time. So this is the historical content of this meme. This is Quickie Baby. He is a really cool dude that does Twitch streaming and YouTube videos for World of Tanks. And this was shared during the commander rework, basically, that I don't know if you can call it the same, that World of Tanks wanted to do, called Crew 2.0. And it was insane when you looked at it on the paper, like how bad it was going to be and stuff. And so he was Quickie Baby was very against it and stuff. So yeah, so Wargaming decided, hey, we're going to put a pause on this and we'll come back and revisit this later. And I think Wargaming tried to do something similar in World of Warships, and they said no. And then it was like something was carried over to Wargaming like years down the road. So this past year, or last year, I guess I should say now. Wargambling.net, let's battle. By battle, we mean F you right in the wallets. Oof. Missouri loot boxes. I think that's when that was shared. Okay, so we have a guy working. Game is fine. Player base is not. There's no need to spend any money. There's no need to spend any money. Everyone can get special ship. Grinding is much more easy now. Wargaming actually does listen to people's feedbacks. Wargaming did nothing wrong. That's sad. You know, there is like genuine people in Wargaming that really want the best for the game, but then when these people, the bosses, the devs, the money decision makers, make the game worse. It's sad. Which, I mean, yeah, they do have to make a profit, but still, I think there's ways for wargaming to make money without doing their player base wrong. Oh yeah, so this was pretty funny. So the wiki for Wargaming Company, someone went in and edited Wargaming to Wargambling Group Limited, also known as wargambling.net. That was pretty funny. So I think that didn't last quite a day because it was trending on Reddit and stuff for the game, and it got changed back. So, but that was funny. Oh, this is also from Reddit. Okay, this is regarding getting Missouri. In honor of Italy and pizzas, we will be celebrating the anniversary of the first pizza ever made. To get the pizza, you will need to do dishes in the pizza shop for 2 weeks. Then we will allow our staff to sell you the pizza. Also, if you buy my hats and t-shirts, you have a 1.75 chance to get a pizza. Please accept this honor. My memory's a little foggy on this, but Wargaming, when they brought the Missouri back, the only chance you had of getting the Missouri was through loot boxes, or what's the correct term that Wargaming would use? Random bundles? I don't know. Crates. And so, maybe this was a part of the camouflage. No, I think it was to get the ship. So then you had to like play, like, was it a combat mission or campaign or something? In order, that was like, yeah, they had it was like a map and you had to progress through, I think it was a different task missions. And then you would have the chance to be able to get the Missouri. But then if you bought the loot boxes, loot boxes and hats and t-shirts, then you have a 1.75 chance to get the Missouri. Or I don't know if it's actually that chance. It was just increased your chance. So it was basically, a lot of players have been wanting the Missouri to come back in the game for a long time to buy it for its historical purposes in World War II. And so rather than it being like a slam dunk and Wargaming being like, here you go, you can just buy it outright, they made it like super complicated and basically hiding the Missouri behind loot boxes, gambling for your chance to get the Missouri. So I'd have to go back and remember exactly how it went, but it was something along those lines. So then basically someone kind of made an analogy with pizzas. Gambling method. Community contributor, cast it into the fire, destroy it. Wargaming, no. Yep. When Shimkaze sees a Marceau with radio location coming at them at 55 knots, chuckles, I'm in danger. I had the Marceau, and I totally will do this to you if this is Shimikaze or I'm being detected and I have RPF now, I'm a Marceau. Yeah, I am that player who will run at you. And I do have Shimikaze too, but I don't know if I've actually had the Marceau experience. Loot Crate Premium Subscription, Anniversary Special Sales, Dry Dock, New Premium Ship, Soviet CV Event, Wargaming Financial Statements. Wargaming does pump a lot of content into the game on a regular basis. Like if you try to do like everything, that you're talking about Dry Dock, grinding for New Premium Ship, like to be able to buy one, or the Soviet CV events, like all that stuff, like you end up investing a lot of time into the game. I think much more than some people realize. So sometimes I just have to choose what I do and don't do because I don't have time to do everything Wargaming puts into the game. So Dry Dock I usually always try to do if possible. I didn't change the GK's potential damage. Community, you're lying. Was it GK and FDG? They changed, it wasn't on purpose. I think they were fixing something, fixing a bug by introducing another bug where it was like the AP, the potential damage from your armor piercing shells was less. I think that's what this is referencing. So then they had to fix that in like the next update or something. Destroyer battleship. Oh, this is a classic one. This gets shared all around a lot. But I totally feel this battleship player, because I've been this battleship player. When you just all of a sudden see this smoke cloud that's like quickly approaching you, aka the Polyomilio. And now we have a new Italian DD line coming in. I think the maximum damage on the torpedoes at the high tiers isn't as high as Polyomilio, because you got to keep Polyomilio special, but they get the crawling smokescreen and stuff. So I think you have to like go for a battleship or a target that's been like, you can't go for a full health Yamato. Like it would have to be maybe 2/3 health or something. But so there may be some more of that this year in 2022. Let's see, we have to up our game is not finished, unfinished game, and we ran out of money, unfinished game, early access. It's amazing when Wargaming started doing this with every time they introduce a new tech tree line, basically you can get early access by paying money to get these ships before other players can just grind them for free, like Schlieffen. Like you can grind that for free now, but in early access, if you wanted it, you had to spend like a lot of money with the tokens, like was it the German tokens and stuff, to be able to move up through the German BB line to get up to Schlieffen. So Wargaming didn't do that in the past in World of Warships, but I don't know when they started doing that, the early access. So, but yeah, it makes them more money. Kids, violence is never the answer. Wargaming players. Wait, till I add hybrid submarines like I-400 community contributors. I really hope we don't see this. I mean, it is historical. The ship did exist. I think it only you could launch one plane. I don't think it was two. I think it was only one. And I think actually, fun fact, they had, and during World War II, the U.S. was actually attacked by a German submarine hybrid that sent a plane. Was launched from the submarine, and I think it was on the West Coast somewhere, like I don't know if it's California, Washington, or something. But basically, it had a incendiary bomb or something. It would basically cause fire, and so their hope was to be able to start a fire on the West Coast of the U.S., like a huge forest fire, and to be able to pull away resources that the U.S. would be investing into the Pacific theater. So that it would kind of give Japan a break. I don't remember at what year they did that, but I didn't know that till last year, in 2021 when I was reading. So, but I only got one plane. So, if Wargaming does this, is this plane gonna have like insane damage for one or two bombs that come out of one plane? Let's hope. Let's hope not. Evil Flame would be like, Wargaming did a great job. That's pretty good. Now, I mean, he does compliment art department, but art department is actually a myth. In the Q&A, and I learned this 2-3 days ago. It is ship designers, 3D modelers, and visual department is art department. So Wargaming calls the art department a myth. But he does compliment the visual 3D modules and ship designs. But yeah, otherwise, it is definitely Evil Flamu. Top ranked players who play 10 plus hours a day. Me trying to have fun after a bad day at work. Yep. I feel for this guy. DD, CV sub super ships, cruiser, battleship. I laughed really hard when I saw this the first time, because that felt like the meta. Then you could play super ships and submarines and random battles and stuff. So yeah, you felt pretty bad. Top ranked players who plays 12 hours plus a day. You after a hard day at work trying to have fun. He's back. This poor guy. My girl, I played your game for the first time while you were at work and kept dying all day. Something called ranked mode. You imagine being rank 2, rank 3, and after you get home from work that day, you plan to rank out, and then the missus hops on and gets you all the way back to rank 10. Oh, that'd be rough. Khabarovsk, 7 kilometers away in smoke. I'm gone. Missouri, radar. Thunder. Yes, do it. Dumb players, you can't see me. Missouri has radar. I think is it a 9 or 9.5 kilometer radar? I don't remember now. I think this looks like this is from a Euro video or something. I don't know, but it's really funny. You attacked a ship who wasn't approaching you. Okay. I was going to cap and you still attacked. So he's saying that I was not allowed to attack. You were going for a key objective and he killed you. I wonder if it was the CV, if that's who killed this guy. That's pretty funny. Like, you're an enemy ship and like we were playing a battle to kill each other and like, hey, I'm not approaching you, so you're not allowed to kill me. That's some big brain energy right there. So this is a Dutch cruiser dropping what do they call it? The airstrike on a CV, the implacable British aircraft carrier. It looks like he's just on the back half of it, but that's actually pretty funny. I wonder if that ended up killing him or not. Battleship tries to cap alone. All image stores and subs. Tough guy finger snapping. We've all been that guy. I think we're getting closer to the end because I'm hoping this will be underneath 30 minutes. See, radar. Now you're all in big trouble. Oh, I totally feel this way in a radar Minotaur. I love radar Minotaur. I haven't taken a smoke Minotaur in like a couple weeks now. So if you see me in ranked, and I'm in Minotaur, it's likely that I have a radar. We're gaming. See, 20 these mega Christmas containers, mega Santa containers. Hoping for Smallland. Agincourt. Remember, like last year, this was when Wargaming had the short list, where you had to get these specific like 5 ships before you could get a chance of getting any of the other ships. So like a lot of players kept getting the Makarov, the Russian cruiser. That was like, was it tier 5, tier 6 Russian cruiser? That was really funny. So this meme lives on every year. When you're trying to give feedback to Wargaming. And when surveys do come up, I do try to fill them out. Not all the time. They had one on operations lately, talking about the old ops that they had in the game. They took them out right before I came into the game. Started playing like Cherry Blossom, was Operation Dynamo, where you had tier 8 ops. Like, that's cool. I see a game about warships. Future telling. I see you alone. And a lot of Russian ships. Jesus, that's a lot of Russian ships. And we're getting more Russian ships that never existed. Another tier 10 Russian cruiser. Me without CV and subs. Oh no, me with CV and subs. Sorry. Me without CV and subs. Yeah, boy. I was playing Thursday, and I kept getting a lot of battles without CVs or submarines. So totally feel this guy's energy. Losing 9 out of 10 games, winning that one game with a Kraken. That would help. That would help. Zao, number of hit points increased from 40,800 to 42,800. We did it, Patrick. We buffed the Zao. Zao doesn't need buffed. Finally buffs. Scientists found a cure for cancer in CV player. Oh no. No. Oh my gosh, this one's just hysterical. You equipped detonation flags, right? So this was right after that there was the community manager achievements. When you got achievements like see First Blood, Double Strike, Kraken Unleashed, Dreadnought, you would get combat signals and I think also economic signals, depending on what the achievement was. Like you would get 10 of those for that achievement. And so you could actually, if you're an average or a really good player, you could get a lot of combat signals. And then Wargaming's like, nope, we're going to take the achievements away. And then they kept, a lot of players were unhappy on Twitch. World of Warships was streaming. And there was some community managers, and they're like, we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it. We're not going to talk about it. And then finally, one of the community managers is like, yeah, see, the thing is that people were farming for detonation flags. Like, basically, you say players they wouldn't have a detonation flag on their ship, and they would just yellow in the battle to be detonated, and that's how they earn detonation flags. But like, you have no control whether you get a detonation happens to you or not. So this was shared like right in the midst of that happening. So a lot of players were like, "Wow, wargaming and timing, best of friends." Military enthusiast boys when they turn 10 and get to play online games. See, was this World of Planes? Warplanes? Yeah, no one hardly plays that game. World of Warships and World of Tanks. Unrealistic suffering, realistic suffering, War Thunder. Oh boy, minimum 6 months to fix torpedoes, but these loot crates are 100% working right now. Oh yeah, that's when we had the torp bug. When you would launch torpedoes, they actually curved. I think it depended on which direction your ship was facing. If you were turning to port, turning to starboard while launching torpedoes, your torps would like curve in a certain direction. And I mean, it took them, 3 patches to fix it. And then when they fixed it, they introduced another torp bug that also made torpedoes inaccurate. That was funny. Wargaming, Little White Mouse, veteran players, art department, Chobetsu, community contributors, improving the game, Wargaming. Oh, Reddit. Oh, here we go. Have you ever tried to cancel torps with your torps? Okay, Wargaming, like legit World of Warships shared this right after, or we had the torp bug, the first torp bug for like 2-3 patches, and then they introduced the other torp bug. So this guy's like, hey, try to fix torp bugs first, please. And then he's like, we fixed it. This guy here. And bless his heart, he was going through a lot of different comments like, we fixed it, we fixed it, we fixed it. And then they're like, no, like you didn't fix it. Like you fixed it by introducing another bug. And so I think players were like, people were commenting like, have you ever tried to fix a bug without introducing another bug? And I think that other second torpedo bug, was it what was it called? When you're going to do torpedoes, dump them from a destroyer or any ship basically, except submarines. You get the little target reticle, and then it was like even if you like fired in that target reticle, the torps went a little off to the side or something like that. It was inaccurate. I think that was the bug. If that's wrong, then please tell me in the comments what it was. But yeah, another good example of wargaming and timing. There's something else I want to say with this, but yeah, that was rough because then you had to account for how to actually truly aim your torpedoes. Destroyer sailing to the opposite cap from its spawn. Battleship going straight. Yep. I have been this guy, and I have been this guy. When you log in World of Warships, again, seriously, gambling, loot crates, dry dock event, expiring premium subscription, new premium ship. These guys show some pretty good memes, because I see this icon, but not exactly sure. Me and a destroyer. Spotting is my passion. So this is spotting damage, and it means he got 1 spotting damage. That's pretty impressive to pull off. Little White Mouse, fix the Missouri camo and don't steal money with gambling method or gaming. Fine, I won't. Wink. I still need to see this Spider-Man movie. I haven't watched it yet. We respect the community contributors and take the feedback to improve. It takes the feedback to improve the game. I'm Minecraft streamer. I'm here for money. Where are my free ship? I report many feedback. Where are the fix? Little White Mouse was not the imposter. Oh dear. They call me 007. 007. Damage dealt 0. Contribution to the team 0. Visual slurs in chat 7. Oh my. I see in like Facebook groups and stuff, it seems people are very like proud to be chat banned. I'm like, okay, I don't understand, but whatever. Boycott, war gambling, any gambling system. First bundle came out of Missouri. Oh boy, reload. 1.5k doubloons. Yeah, that was Yeah, that was because, yeah, you had to spend doubloons to get bundles in order to get a chance of getting Missouri. Yeah. Okay, war gambling, Ouija. We are not being toxic and disrespectful. In matter of fact, we respect the community contributors and take the feedback to improve. Ouija, bonus code. Yeah. So this Turi was a community contributor on the Russian server, and or do you call it the CIS server? I'm not sure. But he had said some things about I think some devs of World of Warships that they hardly played the game, and he had like their stat, like basically accumulated all their battles played together, and it was like actually insanely low, kind of making a point that they don't know what they're doing with the game because they play the game so little. And then there was a rogue wargaming employee that put this bonus code out during like a World of Warships Twitch stream from the Russian server, but it was a lot longer. But then the end was basically F you Turi. So yeah, that didn't go very well. That was literally right after the whole Little White Mouse Missouri, and so this made gaming news after. And of course, Little White Mouse and the Missouri Yukon PR disaster made a lot of gaming news as well. Oh yes, this is from Flamu's Twitch stream. So the Kansas was in the game before they brought Constellation, but they used the same exact, I guess this is a spotter plane on the Constellation as the Kansas, but when they put the same plane on Constellation, they didn't change the name to Constellation. It still says Kansas, so they stole a plane. Yeah, that's funny. Hey Dad, have you played the new subs? Ooh. Family Guy. Hey, do atheists go to hell? No. How about CV player? Straight to hell, to the boiler room of hell, all the way down. I'm pretty sure this is going to be like replaced with sub player because a lot of players are not happy about submarines in the game right now. Though we get 2 updates without submarines soon, so. Don't let anyone ruin your day. It's your day. Ruin it yourself by playing World of Warships. Funny. Wargaming, the art department. Always carrying. Yep, always carrying. The myth, the legend, visual department. 3D modelers, ship designers. Player flexing his run rate and how he knows more about the game than I do. Me casually playing with 3,000 battles on random and 50% run rate and keeping quiet about it. 100 random battles and 45% run rate. 5,000 co-op battles. Yep, that is totally a thing. What? Oh, so sorry. Bye. I think this was like wargaming, like listening to feedback, like how they handle listening to feedback. Software development as a pyramid. So imagine this as wargaming. Manager, tech lead, devs, users, aka players. The Great WoW CC Revolution. Yeah, boy. Yeah, no longer community contributors anymore. World gambling. Let's roll. They had a lot of good memes come out of that. Submarine firing sonar ping at me. Me neutralizing it. Yeah, and then they had like the test, public test for what they hoped to introduce in was like 11.0, where like a submarine ping would like, instead of lasting maybe like, was it 30 seconds, would last over a minute. And I was like, what? That's really bad. And then they're like, oh no, actually the public test didn't work. We're going to go back to the drawing board with submarines. Wargaming, community contributors, this is fine. Yeah. Oh, yeah. World of Warships. It's the cap. And money. The right mouse, we're going to be making some changes. You guys are going to change for the better, right? For the better, right? If a lot of respect for the White Mouse and Chobetsu. Totally went through a lot this summer. Toxic and overly competitive players. Me who just wants to have fun. Am I right or am I right? I mean, like I show a lot of videos of me or battles, videos of doing really good. And I mean, for the most part, I'm average to play really good. But I mean, sometimes I pull a really dumb, stupid move. And then this will happen to me. Can't play perfect every battle. Why no CV on tier 9 battle? Because no tier 9 CV. LOL. Why they made anti-aircraft ship on tier 9. It's called being bottom tier, buddy. Facing tier 10 CVs or tier 8 CVs. That is how this works. I finally found it after 15 years. The scroll of truth. Changing your crosshair won't improve your aim. You can change your crosshairs in World of Warships. I think I still use the one that just comes natural with the game. I'm pretty used to it. We have no communication problems. We have communication problems. We're gaming. Yeah. Apparently I had a lot of memes because we were like almost going on 40 minutes here. Time to relax and play some World of Warships. One random battle later. Sag. Elbing trying to cap. Any other DDs? So Elbing is the new German tier 10 destroyer, but it's basically a cruiser with like really good AP volleys. You Citadel light cruisers like really good. You don't play very well against destroyers, and I think your concealment's pretty poor. You basically get behind an island and lob your AP shells or smoke up, so it's kind of funny. My kids when I'm doing nothing, the moment I log into Warships. I do not have any kids yet, but this will be interesting to see what happens when that time comes. New players, so when do I start having fun? Veterans, that's the neat part. You don't. Nelson, oh no. Anyway, yeah, Nelson has a super heal. So I have the Nelson and it's really funny. Like you can see the health he can restore back in that light gray bar. It's pretty funny because like almost like half the ship's health right there. No oxygen submarine above enemy ships. Yeah, boy. Oh, I love waiting for that moment when they have to surface and just delete. Destroyer, cruiser, CV, battleship. Battleship. Will CVs ever get love in World of Warships? Let's see. They should just accept that CVs are in the game and won't leave. They are afraid of changes. They don't want to learn and adapt to new meta. Wargaming. We are making a change to rocket planes. You will have to adjust your playstyle. That was really funny. And the only reason they changed to rocket planes is because of submarines. Because you could basically one-shot submarines with rocket planes. So Wargaming had to protect their precious new investments. This is actually pretty good. So back in the day, team damage was a thing. They changed it this year, like where originally you could damage your teammates, and at some point the damage would just be reflected back onto you. So the CV is saying to get Solo Warrior, that's like when you end the battle and there's still 4 enemy ships alive and you're going to win the game. He wouldn't get Solo Warrior with the Destroyer alive, so he's saying, I'm sorry, little one. He's going to kill the Destroyer in order to get Solo Warrior, so pretty funny. But now you can't do team damage anymore. Tears of the Desert. Also known as Tears of the Cruiser map. Yeah, basically, I've had this map a lot in ranked lately, and so it's like all the cruisers and battleships, like everyone's along the islands on the outer ring, and then you just kind of try to support your destroyer in the middle as they go around the island. We have all the capture points, so we can just sit back and win. Should we instead rush in like apes? How many times has this happened? I am constantly typing in chat. I'm like, hey guys, we controlled 2 of the 3 caps. Like, all we need to do is play defense and we win. And then my teammates decide to be apes, as in this meme. Rush in and die. Win harder. Mission, only 3 wins in random battles, 12 defeats. Isn't that the truth? Dramatic fight between 2 submarines. Yes. Parking inside a smokescreen as soon as you reach the cap. Sharing your smokescreen with teammates who are being targeted. Laying a full line of smoke to conceal your team positions. Yes. This is, I think, yeah, World of Warships shared this meme, so that's a pretty good meme. They did good with that. Get off the border. That's what Homeland Security said. Bro, oh well. That's pretty funny. Chat can have some of the best messages. Really can. Getting down tiered in tier 9 BB and absolutely dominating the core tier 7s. Wargaming deciding that since I did so good, it's time to face esport Unicum players the next 15 games. When DD launched torpedoes and missed, you in a battleship just dodged all torpedoes. Yep, about to get wrecked. I love doing this in Bourgogne because you have the speed boost and basically can run down most any destroyer. Almost. There's still some that are a lot faster. Minotaur, hee hee, smokes a 9 kilometer. Call the ambulance. Me and my Missouri, but not for me. Are you two friends? Naval history fans? No. Wargaming? Yes. That's a good one. Italian battleship has 4.6 km AA range. Wargaming releases skip bombers that can drop beyond 4 kilometers. Tier 1 HE DPM, Tier 5 AP DPM, 22.5 second turret traverse, Tier 2 torpedo DPM, 50 knot torpedoes, Z31, literally the worst ship in the game. It's German destroyer. Pretty bad. Babe, new update is available. Time for your soul-crushing campaign dockyard special mission grind. Yes, honey. Girlfriend, he always ignores me when he plays that stupid video game. Guy, she doesn't understand that it's a multiplayer game. You can't pause in a multiplayer game. Female therapist, why don't you pause it? Art department after update 10.2. Ow, my back. Yeah, I think they did some visual changes. Oh, that was like, that was when they changed your AA guns would fire. Like you could actually, or you could see, oh, how did they change it? It was like, you could see muzzle flashes from your AA guns. Originally you couldn't. And then when you fired your main battery, like there's kind of a little, you can see a little arc in the water out in front of your ship. And I think they added lights when you do a damage control party on your ship that flash, all these different things. So that was really good. They did really good with that update. Me, whose first tier 10 is gross career first. Veteran tier 10 players with HE spamming ships and CVs. Yeah, this is a pain. I played one random in GK, and it was like nothing but HE spammers. It's a very bad experience. You see Henry on the enemy ranked team. You spot him at 20.9 kilometer and he doesn't have camo. Yeah, that'd be a lighthouse build, Henri. Wargaming, sort out main issues with the game. Listen to the player base and rebalance ship lines that actually need it. Wargaming, release promising new tech lines to entice existing players to fast track with VXP bundles. HC favorite ships? I don't think I remember what that means. And then slammed the nerf hammer down a few months later. Yeah, that is a wargaming move. CVs and Brawl. You can't defeat me. I know, but he can. U.S. Navy battleships. Yeah, that's Brawling is a gaming mode if you're not sure in World of Warships. That comes around time to time. DD gets detected by radar for 0.001 second. Every cruiser in an 8 to 10 kilometer radius. So anyway, I started blasting. Yeah. USS Austin, me, 27,000 steel. Yeah, hefty price for the Austin. I don't see it very often. I see it more than the Marco Polo, but I mean, it's fun for the gimmick that it has with the reload booster. Pro player on my team. Pro player on enemy team. Me wondering how did the matchmaking get me here? That's pretty good when you're just kind of like chilling and you look off to the side and you see your teammate like fighting with a really good player on an enemy team. Yeah. DD, battleship, CV, cruisers, cap, gunfires, all different directions. Radar cruisers, radar DDs, radar BBs. Yeah, how many battleships did they add with radar this year? Like, we had Constellation, the Borodino, Missouri came back. Yeah, and I think there's probably some other battleships that came in this year with radar. Player base when 10.0 goes live. Wargaming, I was not expecting that. Player base when 10.1 goes live. Wargaming. You weren't supposed to do that. Pizza time. Was that when they had Italian ships? Probably Emilio. Because I'm forgetting the pizza time. It was I mean, it was when the Italian battleship line came in. You know, Lepanto, Colombo, all those guys. Can you imagine a world without CVs? Oh boy. I need intelligence data. The match has started. Everyone retreat. We haven't even left spawn. I need intelligence data. Yeah, if people start doing that, when I'm in a match, it just starts like that. Like I just add them, like I block messages from them so I can have some peace and quiet during the game. Jingles. I don't always fire at ships sailing broadside, but when I do, that's a paddling. Yep, I have his commander, and when you get a lot of damage on the ship, he's like, that's a paddling. I like it. Oh, this is really good. Development blog, game improvements. So this is 10.1. So this is 10.0 after the commander rework. We'll improve the Deadeye skill and improve tanking and AA secondary skills for battleships in order to encourage players to push. We'll also nerf aircraft carriers and Thunder because these ships are too powerful currently. We are now working to make the game better, so we will now listen to the community's feedback more and take them to account. Please note that all information in the development blog is preliminary announced adjustments features may change multiple times during update. Like that's ever gonna happen. So basically this is a fairy tale. Like this was like, oh, can you imagine if Wargaming actually had this development blog for 10.1? Yeah, remove Deadeye skill and bring back battleship brawling. Make brawling great again. Thunder, shoot armor piercing, ricochet shattered, enemy Yamato, Shikishima, shoot AP, overmatch, a lot of damage, 20 seconds later, Thunder, 32mm, 32mm, HE, parry this. Oh boy. Guys, I can explain. Most of your tier 10s existed in real life. Only 2 of my tier 10s did. 2, we have just 1 tier 10 that we each have just 1 tier 10 that ever existed in real life. Every other nation. You guys have real tier 10s? That's pretty funny. Move the ship behind an island. Move the ship behind an island. Go in the middle of a cap. Especially when carriers do this. It's bad. Smokescreen destroyer. Can you come out of the smoke screen? There's a bunch of cruisers around you. That's a bad day. The stars are so beautiful. Yes. Want to know what else is beautiful? What? The ship I bought yesterday. I'm talking to Mrs. Flimsy about new ships. Like if I earned one for free experience and didn't have to spend any money, real life money to buy the ship. You know, I'll tell her, patting myself on the back, and then she's like, what? I lose her attention span pretty quick. Destroyer, you are a cruiser and can't even shoot a DD. Cruiser, how am I supposed to shoot when you didn't spot it? Me being a CV trying to carry the losing game. BB and Backman just enjoying the fight. Oh yeah, this was, I don't know if you can still do this, but basically I think they did this in like training battle. But basically all these guys, you just sail into the corner and then your ship's just totally glitched out like this. Like this guy's completely under the water. It's like Bourgognes in CV. Make potatoes great again. Yeah. Yeah, this was, I think, after he basically got kicked out of the CC program. And Dasha. Tier 8 DDs and cruisers. Tier 8 BBs and cruisers. Light cruisers, heavy cruisers. Me with tier 6 CV and stock planes. I have a lot more pictures than I originally anticipated. Oh, this is me. This is me in a, was this a random battle? Oh no, this is Hanover's. It's the, I can't remember. It was the super battleship game mode we had. And so there's a Friesland in this smoke screen, and I'm running up in my Minotaur, and I'm about to pop my Hydro, so I'm being a bit trollish, so I'm saying Friesland run, and then right after he like had popped his Hydro, and I popped my Hydro, and we killed him. So probably I've watched a little bit too much Sailing Robin. Sailing Robin is my favorite World of Warships content creator, and then Jingles. But the Sailing Robin, he got like a promotion or something at his job. I think he works with the World of Warships Legends or something like that, so he hasn't posted any new content. But if you haven't checked out the Sailing Robin on World of Warships, he's got some insane, really good videos, so he's definitely worth checking out. Celebrating Flamu getting kicked from the CC program. People who like Flamu, people who don't like Flamu. Yeah, his like chat Twitch stream, they had a huge celebration the day he announced he got kicked out of the CC program. Okay, we're getting to the end now. Gosh, this is almost an hour later. I was hoping this would be under an hour. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is a recent ranked match I had. And there was a destroyer in the middle. And I popped my radar. And then so he was like, oh god, radar minnow. And yeah. We did eventually kill him, but it cost me my ship. Oh, and here comes the last few. This was my favorite chat messages of 2021. Beer for my horses. And I responded, whiskey for my men, beer for my horses. That's Tobiki's song. Acknowledge, acknowledge. And so why do you have horses on your vessels? Guy said, to ride the tide. And I responded, to board your ship and steal your beer. Yeah. So that was my favorite chat message exchange of 2021 that I recall. So I think it brings us to an end. So a video that's different than normal. Probably if you've made it through almost an hour for this whole video, like hats off to you. I was totally not expecting this to be almost an hour long. But if anything, hopefully you watched it in bits and pieces if you didn't have the time on your hands. But a little different video than normal, but I kind of wanted to begin 2021, 2022 with a different than normal video. Monday, we will be getting back into kind of the regular thing. I think Monday is going to be a topic video, and then Wednesday we'll be starting up our new players guide once again and going back into the upgrade and commander build. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you did not, give it a thumbs down. Subscribe if you do want to see more. If you're subscribed, thanks so much. I really appreciate it, and we'll catch you next time. Take care.